Good morning, guys. Just give me 1 second. Let me set up everything here, and we'll get started. Okay. Um, how are you? Just give me 1 second. All right. All right. Let's see if this is gonna be any good here. Let me see. Good morning, guys. Thank you for being here. Finally back on track in my office. Kids are back to school, so definitely we can do this now. And what a ride, man. Anyway, so I thought about the hours, and I'm thinking these new hours from 7 o'clock California time until 11 would give you guys a lot more activity, because I realized the first hour of that old schedule I spent it in pre-market screening and looking for stocks. And uh, typically that's something that I don't trade in, and I'm not here to you know give you straight up signals. So I think the best way is just to for you guys to watch me trading, basically. So let's see how today goes, and of course, if I think I have to change schedules, we will do it. I just eventually I want to do the best for you guys. Anyway, so this is let's start with this one right here. IVDA, something I actually traded out of the airport yesterday, and I did well. I see this line at 54, 55. You see not a huge buildup like the way I'm actually used to it. You know what I mean? Like there's not a lot of activity. Um but let's see. Um it didn't spend a lot of time above that line right there. So what I'm watching for now is I want to see any activity, even if it's above VWAP, guys. It has to be above this line at 55. Um, and I think it will. I think eventually today it will go there and we'll build above it. And we can look together and hopefully show you guys how I do it and how I determine my targets again. I've always been very explanatory in my live streams, and I hope that this is the approach that you're looking for, because I'm not here to just give you signals or buy it here and sell it there. I'm here to just basically show you how I fish, and it's up to you how you want to use that information. I cannot just give you, oh, buy here and sell here. But you could see that line is actually at 55, because this is my struggle candle. We've talked about struggle candles a lot of times. And so let's see what happens. I need it to go above 55, and if it does, it can see a move of 10%, and that would be my trade personally. Again, it's up to you guys how you want to do this information with, or how you want to use this information. For me personally, I think once or if it passes that 55 and it builds above it, you could see here that it did fill that gap to that 62 plus very fast within, or not. Hold on, we're on the 5 minutes here. Hold on, my bad, guys. I was like, it didn't take a lot of candles to go there, but obviously, if we go look at it on the minute now, we'd probably change our minds. Hold on. No, actually, the first candle, like, because those are breaks that I don't count as confirmation. Like the candle has like a whole minute has to be spent over that 55 line for maybe five attempts, I guess, right? Or five candles. And if that happens, then we'll see that gap fill. It didn't, it was faster here. So let's watch and see if it's gonna go that fast. I may not personally trade it. I want to see an actual confirmation above that line first. So this is basically the first one on the watch for us, guys. FGI is halted. You know those stocks that are just random. And I mean, obviously, I do have a line at 1060 from like the past, but I'm not sure what's going on there. I think maybe this has or had gone through some corpus action. Let's see. Splits, yeah, there's split last year, not recently. So okay. So this line must be recent. And you could tell that it's a line that got rejected from the last time it tried to break. So I mean, yeah, by all means, we're gonna watch this as well and see what happens there. Let me see. There is this line at 723. Wow, I see bids at $13. You know, sometimes I speculate on these stocks. This morning I speculated on SFHG. It was my gamble for the day, and I jumped in at 440. And obviously, you could tell that I lost money if you go check that stock out. I don't like to like speculate. I like to follow the chart, have the chart tell me what is going on, rather than the other way around. You know. So we're gonna watch and see what happens. Obviously, there's no way it's just that room from 7 to 1060. There's obviously probably some stop areas, test areas in the middle, and let's see if we can find those. Not a clear one here. Okay, maybe this, because you could see this candle here's built above it, and then a struggle candle and a test. So maybe the 870 is that test area in the middle of that route, you know? Let's see if the 860 coincides. Yep, it does. You guys, it does coincide with other areas. Yep, very well. Okay, so this is the sauce for my trade here. If when it opens, I think I mean, it either can see a push all the way to that 1060 and above it, and that is most likely, or pull back to the 865 and build above the 865. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to speculate. We're going to just wait for it and see how it actually does after it opens. XHG, I know it's up 400%, but I think the news on it is really good, and that pushed it to like $16 on the initial news announcement. So that's something to keep probably on the watch today as well. I don't think it's gonna follow like a lot of charting because it's based on news, and I don't trade on news personally. GXAI is testing that line at 135. Let's see what happens. You see that line has been or had been very respected here in the past. So GXAI guys, if it builds above that 137, 138, could be a nice one. Let's see what happens. Wow, yeah, it is pushing up. So FGI opened. Let's see what happens. That line is at 10:30. I'm watching the price. If I see it go test it, we'll see. I'll open up that chart as well. I don't want to open up so many charts at the same time. We have IVDA watching for that break above 55 cents. FGI watching for just kind of like dust settling on it. And GXAI watching for a buildup above that 135. So it's spent already. Like this is the second minute above that line. I need probably 3 more minutes above it to make sure that this is not a rug pull here or a bull trap. You can tell that I'm a lot more confident, a lot more available to talk about stocks here at home when I did it with the kids. Man, last month it was, yeah. I think we're pushing to that 13 because you can see that high bid at 1056 is gonna get halted probably very soon here. If not already halted now. Let's see. Yep. So probably is gonna push to that 13 line again. Let's see. Where is the second line? Do I have a line on 13? Because I saw a bid at 13. Let me see. Let's go back and see now if it passes at 1060. And that's what I do, guys. Like if it passes a line or like the highest on the area, basically. My theory is like I gotta look for more targets on the upside, right? Let's see. And one, all right. All right, hold on. I could see the first time it tried to break was right there. Kicked back up, came back down, and broke. And I think I found it right there. It's very hard to spot the first one always, that guys. Okay, but once you do, it's a lot easier. I think I found it. Here's my struggle candle. This one right here, not this one, but this one. Come on, man! Like this is the fifth time I'm trying to get that candle. Okay, finally got the line. Okay, and you could tell. So here's the theory. Okay, it tried to break down. That's back in 22. We're on the daily, guys. Okay, it kicked back up, came back down. So that's 2022. Yeah. So what? A whole month? Yeah, a whole month of trading, and then it tried to break down again, and the time it did, it struggled to get back above it. So 1630, we can tell it's in a very important line, and you can tell that it built above it there. Like if I want to do this, it'll be no. It's actually 1630, guys, or 1660 maybe at that point. I always want to go follow the first candle. This is my candle, or the one I truly want to like follow. Okay, and then we go back and see if we could do that on another one, and I see it at 1450, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let's put a line on it, and we'll go back on the 2 hours. And come on, man, what the hell? Right there. Okay, let's go back on the 4 hours, guys. Okay, it's halted, so we have time to do this. And you can tell that 1450 line is extremely respected. Right there, right there. And here's the theory, guys. Okay, so it tried to break down, could not, broke here, February. Remember? We talked about this. And when it broke, it struggled to get back above it. And now we do repeat the same thing again here. It tried to break down 1450 in March. And the day that it actually did, it struggled to get back above it. And we could do this. We could do this all day, basically. And you could see those are extremely well respected lines. So here's the deal, guys. The way I think about this trade now is, let's just go back here. Where's today, bro? Come on. Okay. Yep. So the way I think about it now is, yeah, there's no way like 1060 to 14 is just seems like a huge gap. But let me see if I can find anything in the middle here. Not a lot, guys. Not a lot of activity in the middle between 1050 and $14. So it's very possible that we're gonna fill that gap there. I'm just going back. You see how like how much how okay, let me see here. 1260. I'm gonna put a test area on there. And you could tell here. God damn, like what's going on with this today? Alright, here. You could tell right there. It tried to break down. When it broke, it struggled. It struggled to test it. So yeah, okay. Now it's open and it's getting down there. All right. But I think, okay, where is it, man? I don't want to keep going back like that. I think we're going to go test that line. Come on, man. All right. Let's see what happens. Lucky day that they grabbed this here, basically. Whoever grabbed it on that line, I could not, basically, you know? And I want to wait for confirmation. Like here, basically, is my gray area now between like 860 and 1060. It can fluctuate either way, and it can test it, and it can be shorted from there. So my only confirmation at this point is if I see activity above 1060, if I see buying and selling, and it's a fast mover, so probably like 2-3 minutes max. If I see that happening, that would indicate the move to 1260 and then $14. So let's see. Let's watch what happens. I'm watching the other one, guys. I'm still watching. I don't think I saw GXAI. I can tell that it didn't spend that much time above that line without even looking at it. Not even a single 5-minute candle built. Same for IVDA. We're way below that line. So for now, these two are just on the watch. And as you guys can see, I put these arrows. The green is a bullish arrow. That way, that what it means is basically for me myself that if it breaks that line and builds above it, then I'll see that 1260 baby. And if it confirms below this line, then I'll see a short trade personally. And I always remind you guys and reminds me that no matter which side the market decides to take, I am gonna still make money with it. Makes sense? Whether it goes on the short side, whether it goes on the bullish side, I am going to take money from the market. We could see this X HG. We talked about it here, like maybe like 420 ish, and now it's 470, up 10%. But it's not an alert. It's not like a confirmation line. It's just testing VWAP, up 400%. But really good news that they're acquiring like a company that does AI models and all that stuff. I'm not sure. I don't like to trade on news, so we can probably do the chart and see if we can find us a 10, maybe 5-10% move on there. Um, oh yeah, look, this chart is not joking, bro. Like there is no stop until like 12-ish. Like really not a solid stop until there. And we could see it right there. Obviously it's not there yet, but let's oh, that's the weekly. Let's go on the daily. See if we can find us better stops. I've been live for like what 30 minutes now, and I already did 4 charts for you guys. You know, well worth it. Let's look here. All right, all right. You could see try to break. It did never build truly like broke until this August 5th, and when it did, it struggled to get back above it. Struggled there, so I know that line at 129 is good. 152 is good. Oh, we are above those lines, bro. Okay. I'm gonna just take my loss on this crazy SF whatever stock is. Because I hate the fact that I FOMOed so bad on it. And it goes back to just remind me, guys. I just want to switch here because it opened, guys. So let's watch it. We'll go chart that one later on. But keep an eye on it. It's 490 now. It's up on news. It's up to you guys. I don't give signals here, you know? What I'm watching for actual confirmation is this one right here. This is my gray area, so I do not trade in the middle here. It either goes above this line and builds above it, and I'll take it on the bullish side 1270-ish, or builds below here, and I'll take it on the bearish side at least to 7. From 860 to 7-ish, that's a good one. So let's see. It's trying to break above that 1060 now. So let's see. It is above it. So let's see. So this is basically, oh, we're on the 5 minutes, guys. We need to watch on the minute here. Let's watch it on the minute and count 3 to 5 minutes, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. If it's too fast, that would be enough confirmation for me to indicate that move all the way to that 12 or maybe 14. So let's watch and see, guys. I'm gonna play some music. Well, I'll be back. All right, guys, as you could see, not a lot of activity above that 1060, not even a single minute. So it is not it for us yet. GXAI is not there. IVDA is not there. Cool. None of them is there. So we're cool for now. Okay. Let's look for other ones. FGI. When I see it go above that 1060, we'll look at it again. I kind of like know all the charts for these. Like CURI. We can chart it up and see because the volume is higher than average. Let's see. Let's look at it on the chart here. On the daily. Maybe the weekly for now. We'll start on the weekly chart and see where we go with it. You can tell that on the weekly here, this line is very important, and I'm going to tell you why. Right there. I don't know why the default is. Make this default, bro. Come on. Yes. Let me show you how, guys. So it tried to break back in 21. This line is at 870. Okay. It tried to break below it. It could not bounce back right above it. Went all the way to 13 from there. It tried again in July of 2021. Could not bounce back again. Tried, and this is a weekly. Each candle is completely 1 week of trading. Okay. Tried this week, it could not. The second week, every week it getting closer to breaking down below that 870. And when it did, you can tell right here. Let me make sure I'm not on mute. I'm not. Okay. Right there. The candle on November 5th, 2021 is very important. Because when it broke down finally, after all these attempts, it could not get back above that same line that it had been trying to break down so long here. Because so long, I say so long, guys, in trading days, this is a lot of activity here to try to break down below one symbol line from basically from May 2021 until November. 6 months of trying to get to that level, and it did eventually, and it struggled back above it. So it's very important to watch this line as well. And we can go back and say this line 7 is extremely important as well. And I'm going to tell you why. We go by the same principle here, guys. All right. And got to change the color. No, not this one, bro. We got to change the color to blue and apply it to default. Hopefully this time it sticks. Okay. And now since I'm done on the daily, I don't see any like, we'll go back. I mean, on the weekly, we'll go back on the daily and see if you can find lines below that 7 to start with. Okay, so let's go back here and see an area. I think $6 right here. Try to break down below it. Let me show you guys here. Where is this $6 right there? God damn it, man. Come on. You can tell right there, guys. It tried to break down below and didn't spend a lot of days. See, like the first day, 2 days, 3, the fourth day it broke and it struggled. And you can see that it struggled to get back above it. So it's that $6 line is extremely important. And you guys, I'm literally like this live stream today is giving you the sauce. On when you see those lines on my chart, you will know how I got those lines. I didn't just magically wanted to draw them. Those are based on actual price action for a long time. And when it does that on the way down, believe it or not, it will do that on the way up as well. So one more line is at 380 right here. And I think once we establish that for now, that would be enough. I'll go back and do more lines, but that would be enough for me now. Let's go back on the 4 hours, okay? This line is at 460, okay? Let's go back on the 4 hours. Maybe the 2. Okay, perfect. And I see it doing actually well above that line. So you can see one, two, three full candles before that move. And I think we're gonna go fill that gap up for 70 today. I truly think so. With this activity already above VWAP and above that line, I didn't see anything in the middle as a test area. And it shouldn't be. It's not like a big gap right there, guys. It's what, 380 to 460. That's about 20% gap. So we're gonna watch for this right now, guys. Okay, this is what I'm watching for as well. So I'm watching FGI, IVDA. It's still below that 55, so we're not gonna like touch it for now. Uh, that's what we're watching. But I truly think this already confirmed above that line. So much activity already above 380. Not a single pullback when it did. So I think it'll see that 470 today. I personally think so. The color is stuck on red today. Is that a sign? I'm not sure, guys. That's crazy. Corey. I see GXAI is getting closer to that line at 136. I think the line was. Yep. Hmm. Hmm. I think this is gonna be like a slow mover today. So maybe I'll take it off, like not my watch, but we'll do other stocks while this is trying to go fill that gap, you know? But honestly, I don't see like even the ones that I'm watching on the side here. The only one that I see getting closer to that 1060, remember 1060 line? Getting closer to it. It's not there yet. IVDA is way lower. I want to watch it. GXAI is getting closer to 135. If it does, we'll watch it from there. Hmm. Hmm. All right. FGI is on that line again, trying to test it. Let's see. I see it. I see you, bro. That line right here, guys, 1060. I'm gonna move this a little out of the way here. Give space for my candles to build. Not a single minute. Remember, guys, not a single minute was spent above that line. So we need to watch for minutes, not just spikes, like minutes, actual minutes above that line. Okay? Not like a single spike. And that's how I do it, basically. And you guys, if you saw the description today, I changed basically the hours for the live stream. It used to be 5:30 in the morning until 9:30. I'm doing it from 7 in the morning California time until 11. And I think that would include better trading hours for you guys because I realized that old and I actually had feedback from people that the first hour was spent only like because I don't trade in pre-market usually. So that hours was just spent me screening stocks. So I'm doing it from 7 in the morning now, which is half an hour after market opens. That way, that dust has already settled probably at that point, and it'll be a lot easier for me to find trades. See, let's say FGI is probably going to fill that gap into that 1270 because it is building above that 1060. So let's see, let's watch it. Still not a single minute completely above it yet. So let's see. You can see like you can time it here or you can time it by watching candles. When if you want to know a candle completely spent its time over that line, it has to be completely on both edges of that candle must be above the line. Now that is the first candle completely above it. Let's see. We'll play some music. We'll watch it. If well, I mean, we'll see. Let's see. Without even music, guys, I see more people joining the live session, so we'll stop the music thing. I did that music thing when I was home, just to kind of like minimize that back noise. But see, you can see, guys, now. This is basically the first candle on the minute above that 1060, which is great confirmation to me, honestly. So that gap fell into that 1260 is getting closer and closer and getting better because this is now 2 minutes above it. And if you scroll back into my stream, I said this could be a fast mover. So maybe 3 candles would be enough for me personally of confirmation above that line. I don't want it by the time it confirms, it's already there probably. So I don't, I don't want that to happen to me, you know? I just took a 6% move on it very quick, but not it's not my trade yet. It was very small position, guys. Just to test it out. Now, and this is something that we need to talk about when we have time is how do I get rid of FOMO when I trade? And the way I do it personally, guys, is I get in with very little amount of shares. And once I'm in the trade, it's like putting a deposit on a vehicle, on a car that you're trying to buy. Gives you like a little bit of time to like, okay, I'm not losing a lot of money. It's just a small deposit. And I have time now to go back and read on the car, check it out. But emotionally, it just gets me in the trade. So I just got in with 5 shares and that went up 6%, and not a lot of money, very small amount of money, maybe a Starbucks money, whatever. I don't think that covers Starbucks $5. Yeah, it does. Anyway, but now I'm watching for actual confirmation now. Okay, because this is one, two. This is my third minute now above that line, and it's about to end. So look at it for the counters right here. One, and now the fourth minute is above the line. This is a very good confirmation to me personally, guys. Let's watch it fill that gap now. Let's go. And you could tell the RSI is curling toward that 70. You see, like the RSI line right here. This is the 70. And you can see how it's curled up towards it. Yeah, I know it's on the minute. You guys, I don't trade on the minute. My entry only is on the minute. You know that. Like, yeah, I don't. The minute is not a bad trade to trade with when you know the lines and where it's at and everything because you want to add. This is we're looking. I'm looking for entry now at this point. It already. This is what another candle now above it, and I can't tell you whether I'm in or not. I can tell you that it's confirmed in the live stream, guys, but I cannot tell you go in and buy here and sell there. And if you want somebody that tells you to buy and sell, I'm not the guy for you guys. I'm not a financial analyst. You need one. And if somebody who is not a financial analyst is giving you signals and alerts, you're probably in the wrong place. I'd rather show you how to fish, show you how to navigate the water, show you all the things that would make you a better fisherman on your own for yourself for the future. Not to just hand you fish and then by all means charge you for it. It's just not a good recipe for me. All right, that gap fill is getting closer, guys. It could see a pullback before that 1270 fill up. Let's see. But maybe it'll fill all the way down. Even with that pullback, it'll give me a chance to buy more if I want to, honestly. Because I know now at this point it will hit that 1270, 1260 line. It will hit it. There's just I mean, if it doesn't, then by all means, that would be a bad analysis on my part. But from 1060 to 1170, that's over 10% anyway. So I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about here. But I want to see it go go all the way to 1260. I want to see if that gap is actually correct. And I truly think it is. All right. Let's go, bro. Hit that 1260. Let's get over with, you know? Did it hit 1230? It says that it did. Oh, yeah, it did right here. But this is clear confirmation for me personally, that it still might like even do better than 1260. But hey, 1230 from 10, let's say it confirmed here. Let's say confirmed at 11, because look, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fifth candle, I still could have bought it at 1140, right? Better confirmation, less percentage. We talked about that. And even if I bought it at 1140, from 1140 to 12-ish, that's way above. I don't want to say like almost 10%. What, above 5 for sure. And you can see that even with profit taking, it is still above that line at 1060. Like, and that's, you can count how many minutes now we're completely above it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 10 minutes. That gives me a clear indicator that even if it sees a pullback, probably all the way to VWAP, I think we're gonna come back and probably hit that 1270 and then probably more. But let's see. I'm not here to speculate. I'm here to just watch price action, explain the chart, and hopefully that you guys pick up on these points and adapt to your own trading, and it helps you with your own trading. And I know my live stream, some of my friends were like, oh, people like entertainment and the live stream should have entertainment. I'm not here to entertain you guys. I'm not. I'm here to make money, and I'm here to explain and learn from you guys, and hopefully share what I know, and in hopes that it helps you with your own trading as well. Man, a lot profit taking is happening, but very good price action, honestly. Like very, very good, because with all this profit taking, it should have been here already now, probably. So there's someone right there in the trade now that is just pushing hard to keep it up, because it's just not done yet. You could tell there are 10,000 shares at 1080. There's a 1230 about 5,000 shares or 4,000 shares. So you could tell that people are still waiting for that. Okay. I'm actually waiting for that pullback to load, but it's just not happening. It's good. That's good that it's not happening because I mean, I always after confirmation, I look for a small dip, small pullback, and that would give me a better entry. I'm gonna get in with like just small amount of shares just to get that FOMO out again. But I think like it probably see a pullback to that 1060 line. Getting close. I'm still watching the other ones, guys. I'm just looking at the price because I already know where the lines are. So if I don't see them closer to it, I'm not gonna like touch them for now. This is basically the first trade that truly confirmed above my lines. You could tell, guys. I can tell a good stock even when it's profit taking because look at where is VWAP, a huge gap between it and VWAP, and you can tell that this stock was below $5 just yesterday. So if retail was in charge of this right now, it would have been probably here because retail likes profits, but whales likes better profits. So let's see. I think whales are in the trade, not retail. So I see you. So let's see, guys. Maybe that gap is gonna fill now. Let's see. I'm actually in the trade. I wanted to buy more when it pulled back. I'm actually up 5% on this trade too. By all means, I want to wait for a little bit more. I'm being a little greedy on this one, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine being greedy, guys. What's the 6% now? Not yet. I want to get 10% out of this trade. But maybe greed sometimes will get me. We'll see. I'm gonna start my Thinkorswim, my TV. I'm getting used to just one. Kind of like got used to just my laptop, and it's just not good. I need to open up my Thinkorswim, get my tools back on track. All right. While we watch, let's see. You might not believe it that I hit the sell maybe 3 milliseconds before that small dip right there. But that's the dip I was waiting for all the time. And if you guys don't believe it, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you that I sold at 11.95 right before this dip. But I think this dip is healthy. I think this is what I was waiting for, honestly. Um, but by all means, if it doesn't, I'm gonna actually grab some at this dip. Damn, I wish I was ready for that 1060 because that was a nice dip to buy more. Because I still think it's gonna hit that 12-ish, 1270 today. All right. Oh, we need to connect the internet. That dip was nice, guys, huh? Told you. Okay, that's weird. I can't log into my Think or Swim for some reason. Let me see. Okay, at 1250, very close to 1260, guys. It can't get any closer, honestly. You guys, if you caught or if you were with me since I started analyzing FGI and you traded this, congratulations to you. You took that trade, not me. Um, I don't know. I still have the banner for CURI up there. But keep that on watch because I still think it's going to fill that gap at some point. But anyway, the trade that we analyzed and did everything on is basically here. And let's see what happens. I mean 1250 is enough for me, honestly. That's a hell of a trade. But I don't think it's done, boys. I really don't. So let's see. I see LIMN. It went up 20% while I was just analyzing other things. I was just watching the price because it was at 15 and then now it's above 17. That's a hell of a trade right there. I missed the whole thing. I didn't even look at the chart, but that's fine. Can't get everything in the market at the same time. That would be confusing, you know? Sorry, guys. Just kind of like fixing the banner a little bit. That way, if anyone just join us, they'll see what we're up to and everything, you know? And if you guys ever see those arrows on my chart, that means what I think is above that line would be a bullish move, which we did, and below this line would be a bearish move. That way, if I'm into shorting stocks, that would be confirmation short it from here, from 865 until 720. But I think that would be after this move is done, with only confirmation. So I could play the chart on both sides here. So let's see and watch and see what happens, guys. So sorry, guys, I was on mute by accident. I didn't know I was on mute. But here's the deal now with FGI. Okay, see how it's getting closer to that line. It either builds above it and consolidates, and if that does, that would give me an indication of another run into that 1270, 1265 line. You could tell that it like literally hit that line. So the line is very close to that 1260 right there. But now what I'm watching for is consolidation above 1060. If it breaks down below 1060, it could fill the gap all the way to probably here to like 865, and that would be in probably a short trade for somebody that likes to short it. Better confirmation for me as a short, if I want to short it, would be below 865 all the way to sevens, probably lower if it's done at that point. uh, so let's see. It did the bullish move already. Maybe it can do another one. But if it starts if it starts breaking down below 1060 now, like in the next 5-10 minutes, and building below it, that would indicate the short move right there. But confirmation for it, for me personally, is below that line, right there. And I hope my approach is making sense to you guys. If you have any questions, by all means, just let me know and I'll explain it. I'm gonna go get me a coffee, guys. I'll be back, okay? All right, guys, I'm back. Got my coffee, and as you can see, it consolidated above that 1060. It didn't even get to it. You know what I mean? Like, so that probably a better indicator that we are going to visit that line again. We'll see. But retrospectively, if we count those minutes as confirmation above the line again, that would be a nice one. But let's see. It's right now. It's like in a gray area here, you know. But I truly think the fact that it didn't build below or even try to test that line at 1060, maybe it is not done. So let's see. If I want to take a smaller trade from it, maybe I would wait personally above 1180. If I see 1180 and above it, it will confirm that move to 1270 ish. Because I'm looking within the trade here. You guys, you see where my cursor is? I'm gonna put a line on it just so you could tell where I'm watching. God, man, like I already like had it. Why happened? Okay, right there, guys. Here, the green light, basically, right here. See how it tried to break, broke, tried to break, tested, struggled. Right now, this, right now, this becomes my gray area, right? Even we're above the line if I want to have better confirmation. And we talked about that all the time, guys. See, this saved me out because this became like a great. I don't know if it makes sense. I don't know if what I just did makes sense to you guys. But in the beginning, the line was at 1060, right? And it went all the way to 1250, like as anticipated. But now it was in the middle between like, whether it's still going to go back and test it or is it going to bust above and go to 12. I would rather, for me personally at this point, take lesser percent above 1180 to 1270 than just speculate that it's still gonna go on a second run. It did the run. We're not chasing. If anybody missed this run, by all means, it's you guys. But this run happened, confirmed, and it did all the way to 1250. Like the confirmation was here. I'm not saying it's gonna get bad. I mean, you can watch the whole tape, guys. But now the confirmation for me personally, it would be above 1180 because you could see that I struggled here. You could see that I struggled there. So once we break that struggle, it'll indicate that move to 1270 basically. And we talked about this so many times, guys, about being fluid and changing your areas, changing your dynamics mid trade because we're trading depending on price action. And if price action supports any theory, whether it's a short, whether it's a bull theory, it'll see it go through. Just for now, I'm watching this GXAI, guys. It tried to break above it and build above it, but not a single minute above that line. So still weak. Very weak action so far. Let's see. Now profit's smaller, so we're gonna make a smaller arrow. Yep, right there. GXAI is testing that line, guys, again. But we need to see activity above it. So this is basically the first minute of it trying to break above it. The first break was not it yet. It was just a couple of minutes. It's not like if you count the first time right here, how many minutes did this stay above it? Let's see. Completely above it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth kind of broke down, kind of weak. But now we're trying to break above it now. Let's see. FGI guys built above that 1060 again. But remember, my confirmation now is 1180. It has to go above 1180 for me per on this on the second trade. It must be above 1180 now. You know, this became my gray area. And if you guys don't, or this is the first time watching me, and you don't know like how this is happening, let me know. But this is now my gray area. Gray area means I don't trade here. I don't enter trades. It's between two sides of the action. It could go either way. So 1180 is confirmation for the bull trade. Um, Below this actually indicates a small short trade, but better confirmation for it would be below this line at 865. So let's see. We're watching the action tell us what's going to happen. GXAI, it's the first candle above that line. So this is the focus for now, guys. Let's see. Now, guys, let's count how many minutes the same way. How many minutes above 135, 136 we have, right? So this is the first candle right here, I think. So we're on the second one now. Okay. We're gonna put 4 on the chart here. We're gonna put CPHI because I have that one and it's one that almost went south on me. We have GXAI. I have my back burner here, guys. I'm just trying to like watch a few at the same time. That way, if anyone of them breaks, IVDA, break here. Okay, FGI is getting closer to that 1180 line now. And looking at GXAI, guys, how many minutes do you see over the line? Let's count how many minutes over the line we see, okay? We have 1, 2, 3, and this is the fourth. In my opinion, it'll see a pullback probably into the like, just a quick pullback and then fill that gap into 150. I'm waiting for that pullback. If it doesn't happen, I'll grab it probably like at 140 and take it to 150 for like less than 10%, but better confirmation. So, guys, what I'm saying with these arrows, basically, if it builds, which it already almost has, one, two, three, four, 4 or 5 candles above that line is important. That's actually, I think that's good confirmation, guys, for the move all the way to 150-ish, or maybe 148, 149. And that's alone, if we do the math, that is about 10% move on there. Now, if it builds action below the line, which is 5 candles, it could see a bearish trade. If I'm a short, that would be probably my short signal. So I don't know. I see both sides of the market have large orders. I have 12K at 122. I have 28K at 131. But then I have 30K at 155 blocks that are just waiting to be bought, basically, you know? Let's see. I think this is the pullback before the move up to 150-ish. I'm waiting for a little bit more. I'm just literally, my hand is on the buy button. I'm ready for it, you know? Just as soon as it happens, if a pullback happens, I'm gonna get in. Because to me, that is enough confirmation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes above that line is enough confirmation, honestly. Okay. Okay. You guys, IVDA, remember, it's on the watch as well. It is testing VWAP, but I'm not interested in anything below 55. Let it be, let it take its time. I'm okay with it. I'm okay if it takes all day, honestly. But without it taking its time, I'm not gonna touch it. It has to go above 55 for me, then I'll take it to 62. That's a plan for my trade on this one. If it stays below 55, that's pure speculation for me. So for me personally, it must go above 55, and if it does, I'll take it to 62. FGI must go at this point above 1180s. If it does, then I'll take it to 1260s, probably 14. Let's see. I'm gonna get back to GXAI with that confirmation above 135. I think we're bound to make that move into 150s or 148 minimum. That's about 10% move, guys. That's a hell of a trade if that happens. FGI is fighting to get to that line. All right, FGI is above that line, guys, or at least testing it. Let's see. Because look, it tested it so many times on the way back. That's why I'm just waiting for it. Less percentage, yeah, of course, obviously, because once it's consolidated above that 1060 again, we talked about that. Give me that indicator that it's not done, right? But I want a better confirmation with less percentage. I'm okay with it. And that would be here. I need 2 minutes of above 1180 action first. Okay, so we're above it. At least testing it, but not a full minute yet. So we're below the line. I needed to spend 2 minutes, guys. Testing it like that is not enough. It's just not enough for me. All right, GXAI. Where's GXAI still? I mean, it did build above that line, but man, the action is a little bit weak on it. I like FGI better, but I'm gonna hit both trades. You know, like it's not about what I like; it's about what confirms. You know. All right, let's go, GFI. You guys watch CPHI. I have it on my back burner. This morning, I saw a move and I saw a line. Okay, hold on. We're not gonna give you. I'm gonna. You guys look exactly above that line right here. I know it didn't confirm above it, but it did hit. It did hit that target. Anyway, you know. Honestly, at this point, I see it could probably get to that 14 with this confirmation. If it builds another minute or two above 1180, 14 is probably imminent at that point. And that's how you trade those guys. You go leg by leg, one by one. Confirms, I'll take it. Doesn't, I'll leave it. You know? Let's go just a little bit to GXAI, see if it truly confirmed. How many minutes do you see over the line? Like completely over the line. I see one here, two, not a single minute here. Then I see one, two, not a single minute there. That's not a very good confirmation, honestly. Not a good confirmation. Maybe on the lower side now it confirms better. We'll see. Okay. I'm gonna focus on this, guys, for now because this is the basically the trade, honestly. So our lovely FGI from the first time we alerted it, it reached above that 1260. So by all means, guys, you know. Remember we talked about that 1448 or 14-ish. It's getting very close to that line, guys. And it's all live in front of you. Like everything is happening in front of you guys, you know? The whole trade, the analysis, it was like 9-ish when it happened, right below 1060. We waited for that 1060 line, and then yeah, 14. That's amazing. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to me as well. I'm not sure if any one of you guys traded this, but I did, you know. GXAI, not, hold on, how many minutes was that? One, two, three, four. That's actually 5 minutes of confirmation, guys. I don't know about that. I think it's gonna probably come back at any time and still pull it off. I think it'll come back and pull it off at some point. So I'm gonna actually get in. We'll see. You guys, so if anyone, if let's say hypothetically you missed the trade here, right? We go leg by leg. So now basically, let's say hypothetically speaking, okay? Let's say you guys, you just came in, you were busy, whatever, or I'm busy. I just came into the trade, but I have the lines already. I would say, okay, if I see it build above 1450 or 1448, then I'll take it to $16. And this would become my gray area. I can't enter here because it's already made the move. It already made that move from 1270 or from 1180, guys, all the way to 14. We talked about that like 10 minutes ago, right? But this now becomes my gray area. So if I want to take it on the bullish side, it has to be above 1450 now. Like if I see anything above 1450, maybe a couple of candles, that means, or it will mean it'll go to $16. And we hit that 1440 line, guys, exactly like it was laid out to be. So now let's watch and see what happens. So whether now the short trade actually becomes maybe here, maybe below 1060 still. Yeah. Anyway, so this is a gray area now for me between 14 to 1270. I don't know what's going to happen, right? It could pull back, it could do whatever it wants to do. So if I want to confirm a bullish scenario, if I just sat on the chart, if you were watching me in the stream earlier, guys, we hit every single target. I mean, there's no reason not to be making money in this trade, okay? But if I just sat on the chart, if I'm just watching right now, I would say, okay, I need to watch action above 1450. And if that happens, it'll go all the way to 16 ish. On the other side, if it confirms activity below, I know there could be nice shorts here all the way down, but my true confirmation for a short trade should be below 1060 at this point, and I'll wait for it. You know? Okay. If you have any questions, guys, about this, please let me know. Okay. Sorry, guys, we had some technical difficulties. That's weird. Like the laptop kind of like restarted. I think it got overloaded. Even though it's a good laptop, it's just it can handle a lot of work, but it got overloaded for some reason. So kind of like reset itself. Sorry about that. We'll be back just in a second. Okay, let me see. Okay. Hmm. Okay. All right. Let me see. What's going on. Oh wow, GXAI pulled back on me big time. That's crazy. Oh my god. I'm actually in the trade. Damn it, man. Yeah. Maybe I should have waited for better confirmation, but that was a good confirmation for me personally. That was like, enough action right here. That's crazy. Yeah. That's not a good one right there. Yeah, what a pullback on this one, guys. Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe this one is just a bad trade. We'll see. I'm just trying to pair my device because it's just not connecting to the camera for some reason. Because FGI is way above that. Hold on, let's go on FGI. I don't want to. This GXAI, bro, that's a bad trade. Oh my god, what a pullback! If I knew that pullback was gonna happen, I mean, you can't know that, but that would have been a nice one. So, guys, retrospectively now, or remember we were just talking about it. If I just sat on the trade, and if I want to just trade this, basically, it would have to build above 1450, above this line right there. And if that happens, it'll see 16-ish. So let's see if that trade happens. That would be the third trade in the same stock, basically, in one day. 3 trades, and that shows you guys you can play safely. You can. A lot of people say, "Oh, why not take it all the way from there?" There, you can't tell because at any point it could have pulled back and stopped. But the way that you could tell, or I could tell, is by doing it in a staggered kind of way. Basically, we'll take this from here to there, then I'll confirm re-entry here. But if it struggles above that 1450 line, then it would mean we're probably not going to see that 16. 14 is great from 1060, guys. That's about 20 some percent. That's still a hell of a trade for me personally, honestly. All right, let's see. I'm going to turn off the phone and turn it back on. I'm trying to hook up that camera. See how this candle kind of like struggled to build above it? Mm, let's see. Only if it confirms above 1450, that'll take another trade into 16-ish or maybe 15. I mean, whatever. I'll take at least a 5% trade if it confirms above that for 1450 line. So let's watch and see what happens. All right, let's see if the camera works now. I hate this laptop's camera. Like I want to connect the actual iPhone Pro Max 17 camera. Sorry about my hair too. Looks like from the 80s or from the probably the 40s. I'm not sure what's going on with that hair. All right, back on track. Should be working now. Let me see. Yep, perfect. All right. Let's see if that's button now. All right. Let's go on the stream here. Yep. The mic is working. All right, perfect. It's all working. We're all back on track, guys. Let's go. See how it struggled on that line at 1450. So that new trade is not ready for me there. While I was watching this, I see this guys is going BYSI. Let's look at it. I don't care if it's up 1,000,000%. Okay, we're not here to count percentages. We're here to find trades, 5 to 10% trades. So we're gonna chart it together, guys, and see if this makes sense. Okay, we'll go on the weekly first, like we do always. And we'll see. First line that I'm looking at right now is, and I'm going to tell you why, guys, here, is, let me see. Hold on. We're going to do this the opposite this time. We're going to go from the bottom all the way up, okay? So, let me see here. The last line it was trying to break is right there, that 80 cents. Then it struggled here. You can see that I built above it right now, and we're coming back from this line. Perfect. Now the second line is, no, we need, second line would be, yeah, would be 130-ish. Anything in the middle? I mean, let me see if there's in the middle something. Yeah, I could see here. I could see this one here. BYSI. Hold on. I'm gonna FOMO for with just a little bit, guys. Okay. And now we have from 80 to 108 to 130. Those lines are important. Okay. Now let's go back here. And I'm watching it. All right, hold on. I'm gonna get in just with 100 shares, just for me to get the FOMO out, because I think it's gonna see more. I see good price action on it. I'll take me some lunch money until we chart it, And you could see this trying to break below that 195. Never did below. The only time that it did here was May 6, 2022. Which is like, I could see like the 2, not like 195. I'm gonna stick to it. Okay. Obviously there is something between that and that. I think I see it right here. Let me just confirm. Yep. And we're gonna go on the daily to confirm those lines, guys, and see if they make sense. Sometimes I would have to move them a little bit, because when you look on the weekly, it's just different. Yeah, I could tell those lines are actually pretty accurate, actually. Is it halted down? No, not yet. Okay, so is it halted? Yeah, it is halted down. All right. FGI, I see it above 1450. We're gonna watch the minutes here, guys. We'll switch back to FGI, and I'll get back to BYSI soon here. But I want to make sure that I'm not missing this trade too. Let's just put it on the minute and start counting minutes, guys. Okay. Let's see. So right now we're above it. I want at least 2 minutes of activity above it. And that would probably confirm the move to 16. And that would be the third trade within the same stock, basically. The first time was 1060 to 12-ish. Second time was 1180 to 14. And third time is 1450 to 16. If you're watching this stream just now, or if you just joined, you can always go back and play that record. That way, that tape, I'll leave it all on YouTube, fully and edit it. You can watch it at the end of the day, and you can technically see where how we did it. The lines, the staggered trades, one by one. The first one from 1060 to 1180, 12-ish. Like the first one I said that is going to hit that 1270, and it hit 1250 on the first trade. And then the second trade 1180 to 14, and it did. The third trade is 1450 to 16, guys, and it just did. So congratulations on the three of them, literally. And it's fast. And we talked about this, like confirmation rules. We have to be liquid with them, or a little bit fluid, guys, because you could tell the pattern. Some stocks need 5 to 10 minutes of confirmation. Some stocks move on 2 or 3 candles. And from here, you could tell that it's not the stock that would wait 5 minutes before that move, right? So congratulations, guys. And this is not a buy or sell signal trades, whatever. I'm being very genuine with you guys. So I hope that it did help you with your own trading. The way I do this, you know? Watching IVDA is getting closer to that line. And you guys might say, okay, can we look at another area that it might hit above, like the same way we did 1450 or 16? Of course, by all means, but the RSI is kind of high now. Kind of, it could be misleading just looking at the RSI itself. So let's look on the weekly chart and see where is the next stop after this one. I see 20s after this one. I see this guy's right here. I see this struggle candle. I see this test area, and I see here. So this could be the day that it gets to 20s. Let's get back on the 5 minutes here. So basically, guys, now this becomes the gray area, and this becomes the bullish trade. Does that make sense? Now, I hope that it's making sense, and I'm gonna actually move the short trade all the way to below 1270 at this point, or maybe like here, below 15 would be a nice short trade at this point. Let's see. Wow, this pulled back so hard on these people. Damn. So right now, if I just sat on this trade, if I just came in, what I'm watching for is actual price action above that 1630 line, which is still above it, guys. 2 full minutes above it already. So I think we'll see some profit taking at this point, but I truly think we're gonna hit that 20 line on this move. So let's see what happens. All right, let's see this one too. Yeah, no, this one is not very interesting right now. Okay. All right. So that's how many minutes do you guys count above that line? One, I mean, this kind of dipped below. So, but if you very briefly, but full minutes, one, I mean, full minutes consistently, that's two right there. So we need probably another minute because this is a fast mover. But the fact that on the second minute, see, like here, the second it would hit the target. So the fact that it's not hitting the target, not going to like 18 on the same pattern, tells me, guys, that we could be slowing down at this point. You know, let's see. So better confirmation. I'm waiting for just better confirmation here. Let's get back to this one here. You guys, I think if we build action above 107, I think we'll see a move into that like 119, 120-ish area. But it needs to build above 107 first. Getting back here. We're going back above that line. Let's see. Okay. Now it is actually better price action to indicate that move to 20s. Let's see. That would be the fourth trade in the same stock. I'm gonna get ready for it, honestly. You guys are gonna get halted here. I think so. Somebody just loaded at that 1840. It almost halted the stock. Okay. And you guys, somebody could argue, why not take it all the way from 9 to 20? I didn't know it was going to 20. You know exactly by doing the staggered trades or ladder one by one. And that's the best way to do it. That way you're not speculating. You're actually following what price action tells you. I'm in this trade now. From 16, guys, from 1630 to 1960, and it's gonna get halted now here. That alone is about 20% if you do the math. You know? We're almost at that 20, guys. I'm even if I hit the sell now here, I'm cool. Boom. 1993. Hit that 20, bro. Let's celebrate, you know? 1993. It's gonna get halted here, guys. 4 trades in the same stock. So if you missed the first one, no excuse for the second one. If you missed the second, and you can go on watch my stream, guys. I was like, hey, if you just came into the trade, I'm gonna take it from here. If I just came in, I'm gonna take it from here. So congratulations, guys. We rocked it, man. 4 times, you know? I'm gonna just update analyzed. I mean, basically the whole stream is FGI at this point. And I'm all for it, to be honest, you know? LIMN. I've been looking at this trade, just looking at the price, and I thought when I saw it go back to 15s, I was like, probably done. But I may be wrong, and maybe I was wrong. So let's see, guys. Let's look at it on the daily first, okay? And let's do this here. You could tell right there. Let me just show you the line right here, guys. You could tell right there that it tried to break down below. The first time was April 2026, kicked back up really well, and then came back on May 2026. But the day that it broke, which is June 5th, it struggled to get back above the same line. That's a cue for me. Look at that test area there. And today we're above it, and the RSI is actually on the daily curling above that. So I think this is a very good indicator that we might see some good action on this one, even from this point. So now let's go back and just kind of like find other areas to establish a floor for us. And I could see this one right here. Like, let's see how many times it tried to break below. And then right there, guys, that 1450, it tried to break below 1450, but struggled above it, struggled to get back above it, tested it, you know? Hold on. I think we're gonna hit like 20 cents with this one, but I want to confirm it first, you know? The price action on it is very decent, honestly. So the line here is at 15, at 16, but I don't see it on the hour. Once I put it on the hour here, I just don't see a lot of activity. Let me see. The line here should be like a, yeah, this is the line, guys, right there. 1615, basically. Okay. And the next one should be here. Right there. Exactly. Let me see. I want to see if, or is it this one here? Yeah, it is. Because it tried to break below, and the day that it broke on the 4 hours here on May 22nd, it struggled above it, and we can see that test area right there. So we go back on the 5 minutes and say, hold on one second, guys. We can go back on the 5 minutes and say, hold on, where is that stock? And say, it already built above it. So yeah, I think we're gonna hit that 18 area very soon because it already built above that 1615 area very well. You can see price action above it. We're on the 5 minutes, so if I take you on the 1 minute, guys, you'll see a lot of minutes here. And maybe somebody could argue that, like, okay, after this confirmation, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like if somebody bought it here and sold it here, that's over 10 to 15% trade. I agree with you 100% on that. So maybe now it would be wise to like and I'm showing you guys my playbook how I trade basically. It would be wise to like find us an area. Remember how we found that area at 1180 with FGI earlier? And I think this is the test area that we need to build above right there here. You could tell that it's struggling here, tested it here, and it is trying to test it again here. So basically, guys, the way I see it now, once we come back to it, which it did, if it builds another 3 minutes on top of this level right here and it doesn't break below, I think we're gonna see a move into the 18th. Let's see what happens. FGI is almost at 20, guys. So okay. Oh, I just actually saw your message, Noor. I was like, we both were looking at it at the same time, I guess. So I broke it down in the live stream. Did you see it? If you have any questions, let me know. But I think that's the scenario for it. For LIMN, we are on the line now, so I just need to see basically 5 minutes of action here above it. Like again, Like, I want to see it fight through it and build from it. And I think if that happens, we'll see a 10% move into the area there. And you can see it's actually fighting through it. It is fighting through it and building above it. So I think we're gonna hit that 18, guys. And what makes me comfortable looking at it on the 4 hours, you can see the RSI actually curling up to the 70. It's always a good sign for more bullish action, you know? But I still want to see like 5 minutes and not a single minute still above it, guys. I need a complete minute above it, minimum three, with like completely above it. Like this, we can't have spikes. We can't have orders below that 1680. See how it broke through? That's not a good sign. I don't like this. It has to be completely above that line. So maybe the trade was that 1650, that like this confirmation here, 1 2 3 4 5, and then boom, that move. Maybe we'll see. Been watching this a little bit now. It's heading to VWAP. Let's chart it up, guys. Let's put the chart together. Let's make the chart together and see. Does it have a low float first? Let's see, because yeah, that's a low float, guys. 2.6 million shares with 77 million volume. That is a hell of a float and volume to push that float. Hmm. It's testing VWAP now. I mean, I'm gonna have enough time, hopefully, to chart it up a little bit. Let's start with the daily. Damn, this is a hard stock to chart, guys, because we're at $26 on the daily already. Let me see. We're gonna start from here, I think. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Hold on. Sorry, the chart is kind of like slow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see this area at 358. And it did, I think, test it completely like on the dot. I believe it or not, guys, I didn't even see that high was 357 until now. So because I wasn't looking at this at all, but you can tell here. Let me show you. This is the line that it broke and built above it for that nice move to $5. Then it tried to break down, and when it broke, it struggled to get back above it. So that's a clear sign for an important line for us. And we can go back and do the same way. Let me see here. Hmm. I see one at $3 right there. You know what? I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna risk a little bit for the biscuit here, you know. DFSC. And maybe today, even though I did that move with FGI, all the other trades that I actually tried just to FOMO on didn't work for me. So no FOMO today. I already gambled enough, just just to get the FOMO out. So, and we can tell that line here at 245 actually. Wow, we are actually on that line if you think about it. Let me show you guys. It tried to break below it here. It didn't, but then do you see that candle on December 18th, basically? And you can see that test area right there. So basically, here's my theory on this, okay? Where are we? Okay, we're here. It has to build above that line. It has to build above 245 to go back to $3. So let's watch and see what happens, guys. So anything above that line right here would be bullish. Come on. For now, that's what I'm watching for. So let's see. LIMN is above that line we talked about, guys. I just don't want to switch the chart too many times. But we talked about it. Measure your options on it. I'm not giving you alerts, but 1680, if it builds above it, I can see that it broke below it, so it's not very exciting right now. I'm watching this DFSC. It needs to build action above 245, which is it's above it now. It needs to maintain itself above it. I need to see like 3 to 5 minutes above that line. Two 47, 248. Okay. That's the first minute above it, right? So we'll count. We'll have to count. We'll have to count. And it's not even a complete minute. Like I have to see minimum 2 minutes above that line. I'm okay if I take it from 250 or 255, but with better confirmation, because once it confirms, it is going to go to threes. All right. 6% quickly on this. I'll take it, bro. Oh no. By the time No way, bro. No way. You're not doing this. No way. You didn't do this. Like it literally filled me at 257. I sold market. That's crazy. I should have sold limit. Damn. Okay. We'll try it again. That's crazy. I like that 6%. I was like, I'll take it because it's not really confirmed yet. It's just 2 minutes. It went up very quick on that. Like like if I want to put like $5,000 into a trade, guys, it has to be confirmed. I can't just jump on it on the second candle, you know? So that is basically the third candle above 245. So we have a full minute to watch and see if it's gonna hold itself through. Maybe another minute, right? Let's see. Okay. Okay. And you guys, as you can see, it did. How many minutes do we have above that line right now? We have, hold on, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes above that line. So thank you guys for joining in. I am watching. We did really well with FGI earlier. 4 trades in a row, guys. Just staggered as we go. But now we're watching this, and basically watching for a move to $3 based on the confirmation above 245. If you scroll back, I'm gonna leave you guys from social media just joined us today. I mean, just right now. So if you scroll back in the recording, you'll see my analysis for this one. But I think that move to three is confirmed with this price action above that line at 245. Let's see. 290, guys, very close to where we wanted it to go. From 245 to 290, guys, that's almost 20%. I don't know if you can do the math quick in your head, but that's a very nice move right there. Um, and you can tell, like, if this is the first time of you guys watching me how to trade, I wait for confirmation zones, right? And my confirmation for this was above 245. I had indicated that. I talked about it. And we waited for 5 minutes of activity above that line, right? So by the fifth minute, it was in the 260 range. So still a 10% move from 260 to 290. I still think we're going to hit that $3 range. So let's watch and see what happens. Right now that we're basically below that 245 line, this is the way I look at it, guys. The first trade happened, right? We did from here to 290. I thought it was going to hit 3, but 290 is very close to 3, so I'll take that, right? But now I want to see if it's actually going to consolidate above that line and not just pull all the way through. If I see a single candle struggle to get back above it, that would be a bad sign. But if we're just breaking through it for a little bit, mm, I don't know. This is trying to make him it's starting making me worried now a little bit. I don't know. But let's see, guys. The now what I'm watching for is a second confirmation line, basically, right? Anything below this would be a no. So I need to see full candles, like one, two, three, like we did here. Okay. And if that happens, we're at 245. The line is at 245, guys. So don't let these candles fool you. Just look at the time frames. What I would look here, what I would do is, okay, it's 11 or 10:06 now, right? It's yeah, 10:07 round. Every single order must be above 245. If I see orders selling below 245, like right now, that shows weakness. See that candle that struggled right there? That's what I'm talking about. Like I cannot, you can't see a minute, not even a minute struggled below, guys. It had to consolidate like the way I don't know if you remember FGI and how we did FGI just couple of minutes ago, right? Like half an hour ago, it didn't even touch that line. It consolidated above it. And that does prove good price action. But the fact that we have a candle struggle to get back above 245 now, I don't know about that. Let's see. Damn, this reverse nice from here, from like $3. Damn, that was a nice reversal. But let's get back into our game here, guys. See, now I have, how many minutes do we have below that line? That's not a good sign at all. Like it had to, this had to be above this line right here for me to think, okay, there's another run into it, probably into three. But I don't think so, guys. Not with this confirmation. It has to go above that line again. Well, I mean, I'll keep it on my watch for sure. But as long as it's below this line, it could go test it. No, but it had to go above it. We have to have 5 minutes of complete price action above 245. And that would indicate the move to threes. But if that doesn't happen, by all means, guys, we're just watching for now, you know? See how it tested it? That's not it. Just not a test. We need to go above that line. Okay, we're up. We're breaking through. Not yet. So let's count. Okay, so right now we'll go back and count. It's 10:11 in my time now. I want to see 2 more minutes of activity above that line. And if that happens, guys, by all means, I think we'll see another move, another 10% move minimum. That would be a nice 10% trade. You know, okay, all right, I see you. Now a second minute above that line. Okay, back into that 245. So not like if you can read the candles, obviously not a single minute completely above that line. So not there, not there yet. That's not confirmation, guys. LIMN, I can tell from the price that it's trying to break that 1680 line. Same principle, guys. It needs to build above it. like completely build above it. If it's testing it or getting rejected below that line, it is not there yet. So let's get back to our plane here. All right. Not a single minute above it. So it's not confirmation, guys. Not at all. Zero. I'm fine just watching it for now. That first trade was nice. Not the second time. It's not confirmed. All right. And now, if I were to short this, same principle. It has to go build below that line, and if it builds enough activity below it, it would be a nice short all the way to there. I'm not a short, so I'm not going to plan to short this one. And after what happened with INHD with my short position getting locked for 2 months, kind of like swore to God, man, to never do it again. Even though shorting can make a lot of money sometimes, guys. LIMN, I can tell from the price. I'm watching it here. That way I don't have to switch a lot. I'm gonna put it on my back burner actually. You guys, IVDA from the watch as well. It's above 50 cents now. It's hitting towards that line at 55. Remember we looked at it this morning. But let me just put LIMN on my back burner. That way I'm not missing it. If it confirms, we'll just switch to it really quick. It is trying to break above that line now, LIMN, but it's just not there yet. Sorry. Okay, IVDA is getting closer, but I'm not touching it below 55 personally. Let it be, let it do its thing. I mean, some people might have taken it from VWAP all the way to there, and that's almost 10%. That's a hell of a trade. It is not confirmed for me personally. The only confirmation that I have for this is 55 to 62. If I see it above 55, I think it'll hit 62 cents. Besides that, I don't think we're going to get there. Okay. We're getting closer to that line. It's gonna go test it, you know? All right, testing that line now. Let's see. And you guys, I had the banner. Oh, I took off the banner, but the banner was there all morning. FGI did great, guys, with us, but let's just put the banner again. But you could scroll back and see that it was there all morning, you know? You can see that. So now let's watch and count minutes above that line. I don't want it to just test it and fail. I want it to test it and build above it. And if that happens, we'll see a 10% trade into that 60 area. That little spike, even though it went all the way to 59, it's just not the trade that I was looking for. I did not enter the trade. A break like that, it's just a fast break for me personally. I can't rely on it as entry for me. It has to confirm above those lines, guys. It has to like build action above it. And I know this takes a lot of work and a lot of patience. And that's what it's if it's that I mean, I worked in cars in the past and it took a lot more patience and a lot more work to just make 10% on a deal. So if it's gonna take me some work and some time to make 10 to 20% on a single trade and I'm in my office, I'm not spending gas, I'm not going to auctions, let it be. Let it work itself out, you know? Sorry. I'm still kind of jet lagged from all the traveling in the past the past week or two. Went to Dallas and then Vegas and then yesterday just got back home. You know, Chicago, Dallas, and Vegas, three cities in like 2 days. It's a lot of travel, but I'm home. Home office is the best way. You know, and this is again the way I trade, guys. Even though I could say, "Oh, you win," no, it didn't. To me, this is a quick spike. I did not enter. I did not make money at all with this. So I'm waiting for better confirmation. If it doesn't, by all means, we'll just switch to another one. You know. Same for LIMN. No confirmation above 1680 yet. If it doesn't happen, by all means, we're going to leave that alone. GXAI 135 is the confirmation. We're not without even looking at it, but we can open it. That way, if you just join the stream, you'll see where my line is at. It's at 135. So if it does confirm above 135 at some point today, by all means, we'll take it. If not, you could tell that my bearish scenario actually did really well from 135 to 113, but I didn't trade that either. I'm not a short. But if somebody is and was watching me, that would have been a nice trade for them, you know? Let's get back here, guys. We are trying to get back above that 245 line on DFSC. Let's see if that works. Again, remember, guys, confirmation. I'm going to put that on there. That way, if you join me, you'll see this confirmation general rule, basically. So not a single minute above that line from this dip. Not yet. Okay. All right. LIMN. Let's see you, bro. Not yet. I mean, it's just testing it, failing back, testing it, failing back. Maybe at some point it'll go and make that break, but as long as it tests and fails like that, I'm not interested, honestly. See how it's trying to break above that line, but it's just not doing it. It's just every time it gets rejected below that line. I want to see a lot of orders getting executed above 1680. Like, I mean, I see some, you know, just not enough. That's good action now. But as you can see, not a single candle yet. Like, I mean, how many? Like, we have 22 seconds left in the first minute above that line. The line is at 1680, basically, guys. And I mean, we see a lot of orders getting executed above that line. You know, they just let people that we're trading this live. Okay, we fell below that line again. It takes a lot of work, guys, for day trading. If people make it look easy, they're not telling the truth. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of discipline, a lot of decisions, a lot of watching, and a lot of, you know, a lot. Now we see action above that line, guys. Good signs. And don't forget about DFSC as well, because I'm watching for action above that line at 245 again. Okay, so let's keep track on both of them, guys. Okay, this one is already above 245 now, so let's watch. And I'm also watching LIMN, probably 3 minutes already above that line. So both are good, but we need better confirmation, just a little bit better, just 2 more minutes on this. For LIMN, probably another minute, and that would be nice, you know? Okay. All right. Hmm. We fell below it. Damn, man. Like I don't know. Maybe it's because it's lunchtime in New York. Like, just action is not being supported. Like we get a minute and then a second minute it drops. A minute and a second minute it drops. Same for LIMN. Look how many times it tried to break above that line, man. One, two, three, four. Like so many times it tries to break above it, but then people will take profits. Whales sometimes get tired and say, you know what, screw it. We're not going to stay in the trade. So hopefully that's not the scenario here. Hopefully, whales continue supporting the trade above that line, above 1680, and take it all the way to 18. Let's see. IVDA, go into that line again. This one here, we're still above 245. Even we're selling, but it's still above 245. So that's a good sign. We're going to make this. No. Yep. We're going to make it bigger just to kind of like make the gap clearer, you know? Not a single confirmation, guys. Nope, it's not there. It's crazy. Yeah, maybe it's just the fact that it's lunchtime in New York is not supporting the action here. But let's get back to this one too. Let's see. Remember, I said that that spike does not count. That's not confirmation. It needs to build above that line to see that minimum 10% move to 62. But it needs to be like consistent action, not just a single spike or something like that. Let's see. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Still watching for confirmation above 55 on this one. Okay. Confirmation above 245. Let's count how many candles above the line now consistently. One, two, this is the third one. Okay. All right. That's actually nice confirmation, guys, honestly. 1, 2, 3, maybe two more minutes. Yes, LIMN is above that line at 1680. I don't want to switch charts too many times, but We've talked about it too many times too. So that line is 1680. It did confirm above it a little bit. I took small profits honestly on that one. But let's see. You guys, not even a confirmation though, because I like if I'm only if I wasn't in, I was in already. I can't tell you that, guys, but I was in. But if I wasn't in, this is not confirmation yet. Same for this one here. 3 to 5 minutes, right? One, two, three. That's actually not, I would have been fooled by this one, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I would have been fooled. I always That's why I always like to wait 5 minutes for confirmation, you know? But honestly, guys, even if we price action today has been weird. Just weird. It just doesn't stay that long. It's like GXAI did the same thing. Like it confirmed and then boom, pulled back all the way to 113 from 135 in a single drop. I don't know. Like this, for instance, like it had been trying to break above 1680 for so long, and then boom, it goes to 1780, like on the break. And that's a breakout. It's not a confirmation. I can't really count that as actual pure confirmation for the trade, you know? But retrospectively, now, if we spend 4 minutes above that line, anywhere that I grab it from, I think we'll see that test to 1850. Make sense? So if I grab it at 1750, like right now, like 1, 2, 3, that's 4 minutes, maybe one more minute, right? And I grab it and it goes to 1850, that's minimum 10% trade there. From not from here, but if it does pull back a little bit. Let's see. But anyone that has been watching it, we were waiting for this to go above 1680 for a long time now. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not looking at FGI, I'm done. I took 4 trades out of this. Now I think retail is in charge, not the whales anymore. You know? And I'll explain that later, a little bit later. But retail is in charge of this trade. Whales probably exited at this point here. Because that's what I'm talking about right here. Today is just a weird day. Like 1, 2, 3 minutes, and then it pulls back like that. And probably it'll go back up, but I can't say it probably. I need better confirmation. So now I know 3 minutes didn't do it. The second time that it goes up, it has to be 5 minutes of activity above that line. Now looking back at this one here, if you want to count everything together, right? One, two, three, 4, 5 minutes should have taken that trade to 18, honestly. Hmm. Weird day. But in a weird day, FGI did great. DFSC actually the first time that we traded that one did really well. But just weird day, guys. IVDA didn't trade it because it just like look at this. Look what that's what I'm saying. Usually I wait for confirmation. Like so usually like the pattern should be like 2 or 3 minutes here, but then boom to 60s. It went from it went from 52 to 59 and on a single minute candle. Not my type. I don't like that type of trades. I like the slow, methodical ones. Let it take its time. You know? I got all day. How many hours I got left? Almost 6 hours of trading. I could make my whole day with it, you know? Let's look at FGI. Because maybe if we looked at this again, we could see that at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of confirmation before that move. That was a nice one. I didn't do it. Maybe I should have done that trade. But I don't like to chase trades after I'm done. And especially when retail is in charge of the trade, you know? It's not like the whales anymore. You guys, now this is the gray area for this trade. Let's see if people just joined us from social media. We can basically let them in on that as well. So 1630 was the line that we built the first trade. That's the last trade from. See, like the confirmation, then boom to 19. If the same pattern happens, let's watch, guys. Okay, so what we're watching for now at this point here is how many minutes did it take here for it to go from. So let's watch for 3 to 5 minutes confirmation above 1630. If that doesn't happen, then the trade won't happen, you know? And I most likely it's not gonna happen. But I can't speculate. Let's watch and it might have another run into it, right? But the only time that I can confirm another run is watching for 3 complete minutes above that line, above 1635, basically. That single spike does not do it for me. Okay. Hmm. And even on the short scenario, you could tell that it did not actually confirm neither the short because only 2 minutes below that line. If I'm a short, that would have been that short. It would have not been that short confirmation that I'm looking for. So it either builds 3 minutes above 1630 ish, and that would take it to 20 this time, or build below this line, below that 1450 line, minimum 3 to 5 candles, and it would be a nice short trade for people that likes to short stocks. In the middle between these two lines is kind of risky at this point for me. And you guys, I'm going to log off this live session. I always turn it on for, I've been live for 3 hours and 49 minutes. For live, for free for social media, I've been live for 49 minutes. So another 10 minutes, I'm going to log off to give myself a break. And if you guys want to watch the full session, you're welcome to join me. You're welcome to come in. I turn my live session at 7 in the morning, California time. So that's about 30 minutes after market open. Just gives me like, myself to the stage here. As I was saying, guys, the camera kind of disconnected. We'll leave that laptop camera for now. It's okay. As I was saying, guys, I'm about to log off the live session. I was saying that, but then I lost the stream. Um, I was saying the stream will end very soon here. And if you guys enjoyed watching me, please come back tomorrow. Hit the like and hit the subscribe buttons. And we'll see you guys tomorrow because let me see. It is trying again above that 1680. LIMN is really trying. So keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on IVDA. Remember, if it confirms above 55, and confirmation above 55 means like actual price action above it, it could see mid 60s or at least 62 on that trade. It's very close to this confirmation line, honestly. So let's keep track. Let's keep an eye on that. Um, so that's what I'm gonna leave you with. I'm gonna leave you with IVDA to watch it. You guys watch it. If it breaks above 55 cents, that would be a nice one. DFSC, as we talked about it, it needs to build 5 minutes, not anything below 5 minutes, above 245, and that could see a move there. Um, And I think that's it for me personally. And I will see you guys tomorrow.